coming right in together.
There's 2 of them coming right in together, folks. Let's give them a big round of applause and wave to our friends in the friendly skies, the B-25. That's a historic plane, folks. How about that? And one more right behind. Beautiful aircraft. And the C-47 as well, which was assigned to the 11th Troop Carrier Squadron. Check out the Huey and the Cobra helicopters, folks. The Bell UH-1.
Tell everybody to wave, they can see you.
They can see us, folks, so you gotta wave. All right, yeah! What a sight. But that's not all, folks. They're going to come right back around. They're going to do a U-turn like I do. So like we said, we had the Huey and the Cobra. The Cobra is a single-engine attack helicopter developed and manufactured by Bell Helicopters, also known as the Huey Cobra or Snake. All right. Yeah. Let's go. That's victory right there, folks. Give it up. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest, a gentleman who is 101 years old, that was on Iwo Jima with the first wave and carried a flamethrower. Mr. Bob Brutinel, born in El Paso, Texas, and he grew up in Clifton, Arizona. At the age of 17, Bob announced to his mother that he wanted to join the Marines during the time of World War II. She immediately said she would not allow it because he was still a minor. Several months later, Bob turned 18, quit school, joined the Marines, hopped on a train, headed for boot camp in San Diego, California. After boot camp and training, as a paramarine, Bob was shipped off to the South Pacific Theater. His first assignment was part of a clearing operation at the Guadalcanal in the Solomon Islands. And as we said, on Iwo Jima, Corporal Brutinel was on the first wave, carried a flamethrower and packets of C2 explosives. How about that? There was heavy, deadly fighting, and Brutinel rained fiery hell on the pillboxes, allowing fellow Marines to advance in the fighting. Definitely one of the unsung heroes of Iwo Jima. Wouldn't you guys say? But it wasn't all easy. Later in the battle, Bob took a sniper's bullet across the bridge of his nose, inches away from taking his life. For his actions and courage, Bob was awarded, get this, the Silver Star and the Purple Heart for the wounds he received on Iwo Jima. What a hero. After the war, Bob settled in Casa Grande, the hometown of his late wife, Maxine, and they established the famous Brunel Plumbing Company. He's a member of St. Anthony Church, charter member of Knights Columbus, charter member of the Marine Corps League Detachment 901. Bob turned 100 years old on September 4, 2024. And here he is, folks. Give a round of applause for this hero. Mr. Brunel, what can you tell us about Iwo Jima?
It's so many years, hard to remember.
He said it was a long time ago, as you can imagine, hard to remember. What else do you kind of have to comment on the service of in World War II? Do you have any other memories or comments on your time in the military?
No.
So you were a young man, 18 years old. You were very dedicated and you wanted to serve your country, correct?
Right.
So how about that, folks? 18 years old, barely out of high school. This is one of the best of the best. So we're going to have Mr. Brunel here up for the remainder of the parade. If you want to acknowledge him, he'll be up here with Mr. Salazar from the U.S. Marines as well. So this is a very special moment because a lot of the veterans that Mr. Brunel served with, you know, we're kind of having to remember them now since they're passing away and whatnot. But we still have one right here, and he's kicking, and he's doing strong. One more time for Bob Brunel. Okay, folks, we have a very special guest. Lieutenant Colonel Dana Allman is going to speak about her organization and the good feeling that she has being here with us today. Give it up for Lieutenant Colonel.
All right. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, right on. I can't hear myself. Right on. I need y'all to hear me than my own self. So I'm just happy to be here. And this gentleman right here, Bubba Brunel, it was so cool to be at his 100th birthday party. And I'm just glad to see him again. Got a little photo op here. But why we're here is for Ira Hayes and his family and all the Marines that were on Iwo Jima. You can't hear me? Oh, sorry. So this is a special moment, the 80th anniversary of the flag raising. And I'm so happy. Last year I came here and just so happy that I got to be here for the 80th. But like you said, I'm retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Dana Allman, and I was the former director of the Arizona Department of Veterans Services. And that was definitely a special moment in my life to be in the governor's cabinet and take care of all of you. I'm actually now over in the Arizona Department of Economic Security, and I think this is a great moment to be able to find out more of how we can help our veteran and military families, because I know most veterans do not qualify for compensation. So I want to know and help out with what does the rest of the family need. We have to keep fighting for our families. They have sacrificed, and doggone it, we're going to take care of them. And I see we got some young folks down here that are making their way with the parade. So I'm going to keep it short. But bottom line, I am so happy to be here and be amongst all of you that celebrate our veterans. Huh!
Thank you very much for that very special announcement from Lieutenant Colonel. We have our first entry coming down the street. So please, everyone, clear the road and make way for the parade to commence. We want to be safe and make sure that everyone has a chance to have a good time. So let's please welcome, to kick off the 2025 Iwo Jima Parade, Ira Hayes, Post 84, Color Guard. from Sackatoon, Arizona. As well as the Ira Hayes Auxiliary Unit 84. Celebrating 80 years of the Iwo Jima flag raising on Mount Suribachi. Namesake of the late Ira Hayes, who served during that fateful battle. Give him a round of applause.
Okay.
Yeah, you tell them again.
I will.
And continue on with the rest of the entries. Let's give a round of applause for our Grand Marshal, Urban Gibb. Served the community for many years, was also a veteran, is a veteran, served in the military as we know. Still going strong. We love Mr. Gibb, don't we? And all the way from beautiful Browning, Montana, Blackfeet Warriors. As we let Mr. Giff take his rightful place in the front of the grandstand. Let's give him a moment.
He's going to come up to the stage.
He's going to join us up here on stage. One more time for Mr. Giff and his family. Grand Marshal of the 80th anniversary Iwo Jima Flag Raising Parade. As we turn our attention to the Blackfeet Warriors from Browning, Montana. Let's pay our respects to the Gold Star wives from Phoenix and the national president. One more time for the proud members of the Gold Star Wives out of Phoenix and the national president. And our friends in Casa Grande, the VFW Riders, Picacho Peak. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Established in 2003, NHHR is an organization that supports the past, present, and future military of the armed service. It consists of veterans and non-veterans. Hickory Apache Nation veterans out of Dulce, New Mexico, in northern New Mexico. Give it up for the Hickory Apache Nation veterans. Okay, one more time for our friends from Dulce, New Mexico, the Hickory Apache Nation veterans. Everyone, let's pay respects to the World War II Navajo Code Talker, Thomas H. Begay, out of Window Rock, Arizona, 5th Marine Division, Battle of Iwo Jima, Korean War veteran, Chosin Reservoir, North Korea, and retired superintendent of the Chinle, Arizona Agency Bureau of Indian Affairs. 40 years of service for this fine gentleman right here. One more time for the WW2 Navajo Code Talker, Thomas H. Begay, from beautiful Window Rock, Arizona. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Or did my ears just pop? We want to thank everyone, all the volunteers, all of our public safety, everyone who's made today possible. This is a proud showing every year for the Gila River Indian community. And it's the 80th anniversary. And we got a long way to go for today's celebration, which will include memorial services, remembrances, and ceremonies right here across the park. Not only that, but we got some postcard signature Arizona weather. Are you guys loving the sunshine? From Window Rock, Arizona to Flagstaff, Arizona, we have the Military Order of the Purple Heart. Military Order of the Purple Heart Department of Arizona, Dale E. Crick, Chapter 793. Flagstaff, Arizona. Military Order of the Purple Heart. We have a lot of Purple Heart recipients here in the community. We'd like to thank Dale E. Crick, Chapter 793. They need a bigger car though, I think it's kind of small. American Legion Post 124 out of Guadalupe. Guadalupe, Arizona. The American Legion Post 124.
Hey, how you been? Good.
How you been?
Full of hell lately.
Oh, I bet. Jerry sends her best.
Give it up for
She didn't make it?
our friends from Guad.
She's working, so.
How many people love Pine Top, Arizona? Al Jones VFW 2364 with a very special message, along with, looks like Uncle Sam. They want to say, God bless our military. Couldn't have said it better myself. Al Jones. With the U.S. Army Jeep. Now representing the administration, the Executive Office of the Gila River Indian Community, we would like to welcome Governor Stephen Roe Lewis and Lieutenant Governor Regina Antone. They're handing out candy left over from Halloween. Governor Lewis always acknowledges his late great uncle, Richard Lewis, who gave the ultimate sacrifice, who passed away during World War II. So this is a very special occasion for everyone here in the community, from our leadership on down. So make sure you guys get your pictures in.
He always has his special shoes on.
And he's wearing a very special shoe to commemorate today as well. This is Governor Lewis's 4th term. Serving with former council representative Regina Antone, representing District 4. They make a great team, right? Got some goodies as well being handed out to the crowd. We sure are blessed here in Gila River, ain't that right? So before we continue on with the next entry, we're going to have Governor Lewis come up and say a few words. It's only fitting, and not only to acknowledge today's occasion, but to also welcome all of our guests from near and far who made their way to celebrate. Okay, so he's going to come back shortly, and then we're going to continue on with
Good morning, good to see you too. It's ASU. Good morning, it's ASU.
Out of Fife, Washington.
Good morning.
Proud tribal veteran. Wonderful group that attend powwows and present colors and their Eagle staff. They love to participate in other Native American veteran activities as well. And this is their world famous color guard. Well, tribal veterans out of Fife, Washington. Sounds like a lovely place. All right, give them a pat on the back. Yeah, they support each other, that's for sure.
Yeah. But tonight's it's all loose tonight.
Hey! Thanks for having us.
If you guys have not seen the Blackwater Community School Color Guard, you are in for a treat. Representing District 1, Blackwater, Arizona. They are the Blackwater Community School Color Guard program, and they are here to show their gratitude to Ira H. Hayes and the 5 other Marines for raising the flag on Mount Suribachi. These youngsters say, thank you for your service, hoorah!
Smoked salmon for you. From our...
Oh, I don't smoke.
Okay, we just got some smoked salmon from Fife, Washington as well. How about that? But I'm a vegetarian. Okay, please tune your attention to, once again, the Blackwater Community School Color Guard. These wonderful students are proud to represent the Gila Urban community and honor the late Ira Hayes and the 5 other Marines. We'd like to thank Michael Smith for showing these kids how to get the job done. How about it for Blackwater School? We need more kids like the ones in Blackwater. I want to welcome everybody once again on this beautiful Saturday, February 22nd, 2025, 80 years ago. Marines were on the island of Iwo Jima, preparing to raise the flag on Mount Suribachi. And Gila River's own Ira H. Hayes was immortalized in the iconic photo by Phil Rosenthal. As remembered today by Blackwater Community School, we make our way to our next wonderful entry. Our buddies from Glendale, the Marine Corps League, Old Breed Detachment, 767. They support Marines helping Marines. Those are young Marines, and they contribute to worthy Marines and veteran organizations. It wouldn't be a parade without our friends from the Old Breed Detachment, 767. Give it up. Do I see the Blackwater Community School Pep Squad? Give it up for the Blackwater Eagle Pep Squad. And they're honored to cheer for veterans who have served and are still serving. They say, "Thank you, veterans!" Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point.
Turn left. Spread out. Veterans on bike, I'm a call, go off bike. Veterans, veterans, we thank you for serving our country faithfully, for fighting to save our liberties. We thank you. Turn straight.
I say thank you, Blackwater Community School Pep Squad. Right back at you. Out of Tucson, Arizona, Detachment 007, Marine Corps League, established by Easy Company Marines who served in Korea. Holding the famous picture of Ira Hayes, the color guard and members of the detachment are proud to show the gratitude to all World War II veterans, and they honor the flag raising on Iwo Jima. Semper Fi.
Ready? Two.
Yeah, we love the Tucson Detachment 007 Marine Corps League out of Tucson. And also the namesake of Ira Hayes, we have Ira Hayes Detachment 002 out of Phoenix, Arizona, honoring American veterans for the country and freedom. Commandant Santino Estrella and his Marines and associates from the Ira Hayes Detachment. These Marines are proud of the name Ira Hayes. An Ottoman man born in Cyclone, Arizona. He was a paratrooper, received the Medal of Honor. Helped raise the flag of Iwo Jima and Mount Suribachi. And they are proud Marines, and they respect all branches of the military. Marine Corps League Outreach Attachment 002, Commandant Santino, Australia, based at American Legion Post 41. And they're doing the boogie woogie. How about it for the Muckleshoot veterans? And youth color guard out of Auburn, Washington. Muckleshoot veterans and youth color guard from the Muckleshoot Indian tribe in Auburn, Washington. These gentlemen work daily to be of service to not only the tribe but the surrounding community, consistently engaging the youth to be of integrity, strength, and courage. Wake up, everybody! We'd like to welcome back Tony Castorina, driving the M38A1 Willie military Jeep that first appeared in 1953 during the Korean War.
I can't hear you guys.
Show them some love.
And this is Brown.
The Dilcon Veterans Organization out of Winslow, Arizona. Dedicated to serving veterans, spouses, and Gold Star mothers and their families within our local community on the proud Navajo Reservation. Let's welcome our friends from up north. Hope to see them back again next year.
Oh yeah!
And we also have the world famous Eagle One from helping our heroes of Pinal, Casa Grande, Arizona, the HOHP, nonprofit organization that serves families and veterans in Pinal County. The Eagle One Mobile Veteran Center is utilized to provide services to veterans and their communities, bringing information, assistance, and referrals to services to the veteran community. HOH congratulates the Gila River Indian community for celebrating and honoring the 80th anniversary of the flag raising at Iwo Jima. Give it up for the HOHP.
Gila River donated that vehicle to 4%. That's 12%.
Yeah, and the community also contributed to provide assistance by helping out so they could acquire that wonderful vehicle, and we're glad to see it cruising here today. But we also want to recognize the Tautog-based submarine veterans out of Casa Grande. As veterans of the United States Submarine Force, they are committed to perpetuating the memory of their shipmates who gave their lives in pursuit of serving this great country. The diving alarm is the original from the USS Sea Dragon. How about that? From Chandler, Illinois, representing the Trickster Cultural Center, a Native American and veteran-led nonprofit, that promotes Indigenous culture through education, art, and community outreach based in Schaumburg, Illinois. It supports the cultural awareness and veteran healing programs dedicated to preserving Native heritage. Trickster fosters cross-cultural understanding and empowers Indigenous voices. Maeda, Kansas, the Watersafe Post 410, American Legion. All Native American Legion posts from Maeda, Kansas. Back once again. Let's welcome back Post 410.
Hey Steve! How are you?
Good.
Nice to see you.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we are moving and grooving now, folks. How about it for American Legion Post 27 out of Apache Junction, Arizona, AJ. The Honor and Color Guard, representing as well Post 27. They provide military honors for fallen veterans as well as flag ceremonies at various events. Looking good. Round of applause for Post 27. Come on. How about it for the Sons of American Legion Squad 133 out of Maricopa, Arizona. Commanded by Mike Kerr. The historical vehicles here today belong to retired Colonel Chuck Ballard, on loan from the Arizona Veterans Memorial in Maricopa. For more information, please see their Facebook page, Sons of the American Legion Post 133. Let's give it up for Mike Kerr. Sons of the American Legion Squad 133. All right, squad 133. Give it up for the Piper. All right, let's give it up for Hidden Valley.
We got the EMS color guard here.
Gila River EMS. The color guard representing Gila River EMS, the honor guard that proudly serves the Gila River Indian community for the last 51 years. Put your hands together for the Gila River EMS honor guard ever since 1974. I want to let everyone know to stick around following the parade. We're going to head over to the park right across the street. We're going to commence the rest of the ceremonies, honoring the rest of our Iwo Jima flag raising participants, as well as other proud veteran groups. As we look to our friends from Newtown, North Dakota, the Myron B. Johnson Nathan Good Iron American Legion Auxiliary Unit 271 and Unit 271 Auxiliary Juniors, Unit 300. They'll be behind Post 271. So this group supports active military personnel and veterans of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara tribes.
Thank you.
And we're honored to have him here today, all the way from North Dakota. And they are celebrating and also paying respect to the memory of Myron B. Johnson and Nathan Goodiron. How about that? Once again, Auxiliary Unit 271 and Unit 271 Auxiliary Juniors Unit 300. We had some marching others on the float as they support active military personnel and veterans of the Mandan, Hidatsa, and Arikara tribes. Uh-oh, I think Tony gave me some money. And if you haven't heard, we have the Myron B. Johnson, Nathan Goodiron, American Legion Post 271 once again out of Mandaree, North Dakota. The post consists of veterans from MHA, and they provide honored guards at funerals, powwows, and other statewide events. So this is a proud group, and we're honored to have them here today. How about the veterans from Bird Springs? Hello. They are happy to join us in this event. And they say, we hope you are all well. We are all doing okay, they said, and it's good to see all of you. Have a good day. Put your hands together for the Bird Spring group. You nailed it. Good job. Hope you guys have your cameras out, folks, because we're getting some wonderful memories here today as we shift to Winslow, Arizona, Tolani Lake Veterans Organization. The veteran organization as part of the Navajo Nation to represent Navajo veterans, female and male, veterans surviving spouse and Gold Star parents on the southwest corner of the Navajo Nation. How about it for Gabriela Mel and Commander and Vice Commander Ray McCabe? Is that good candy or is that? Yeah, that's good candy. Team of Basket Dancers, Kudiyakama. Thomas and all of our beautiful dancers. Kudiyakama. San Carlos Apache Veterans Association all the way from San Carlos, Arizona.
Order, 2. And a half step forward.
Joined by Miss Indian, Arizona. Miss Indian, Arizona. How was that your pageant? Honoring all San Carlos Apache veterans. Give it up. Navajo dancers Deneta out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, the Deneta Navajo Cultural Program, honoring the Navajo Code Talkers and all Native heroes of World War II, the big one. Another proud Native veteran organization are the Yakima Warriors and Marine Corps Auxiliary from Toppenish, Washington. Yakima Warriors. This guy plays a mean trumpet. 1990 Marine Corps Auxiliary. The Apollo unit established in 2022. The Warriors have approximately 190 members across the U.S. Shout out to veterans! Sales, Arizona. Veterans of the Tohono Nation served in all branches of the armed forces to protect our awesome families, our awesome culture, way of life, our Hindu, our homeland, and defended the honor of our ancestors who fought in all the wars before us. These wonderful veterans need no introduction from the Tohono Nation. Veterans of Tucson, U.S. submarine veterans. United States submarine veterans of Tucson, representing submarine veterans from all eras, including World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Cold War, and the Gulf Wars. They are towing their model of the USS Tucson, an active-duty, nuclear-powered, fast-attack hunter-killer submarine. The USS Tucson is home-ported in Hawaii. One more time for the U.S. submarine veterans. Sadie Wheatfield and Black Rock Veterans Organization. Sadie, Arizona!
Waiting on you.
We have some wonderful veterans joining us from up north. Sadie Wheatfield and Black Rock Bushmasters. American Legion Post 114. Out of Scottsdale, Arizona. I'd like to welcome American Legion Post 114 Bushmasters. American Legion, Army Post 125 Color Guard from the PYT, Pasquayaki Tribe, Tucson, Arizona.
Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Welcome to the Gila River and Community. Our friends from Post 125. Out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, Oneida Nation, Veterans Affairs Committee Color Guard. The Oneida Nation Veterans Affairs Committee Color Guard from Oneida, Wisconsin. Veterans serving veterans.
Ready, forward.
Representing Green Bay, Wisconsin. Where's all my Go Pack Go things? Okay, I didn't. They forgot their little hats with the cheese on. The Daughters of American, the Revolution. DAR from Maricopa, Arizona, Daughters of the American Revolution, seeks to honor their country through patriotism, preserving American history, and securing America's future through better education. Any woman who can trace their ancestry back to the American Revolution can join. And they want you to contact them and join the fun. Daughters of the American Revolution. What a wonderful group. And another great addition to today's parade is Gila River Healthcare. Let's welcome the Gila River Healthcare veterans and employees. They are incredibly proud to highlight the cornerstone of our well-being, Gila River Healthcare, where care meets community, all the employees, the color guard, the veterans, and everyone in between. That reminds me, I need a refill at that pharmacy. Yeah, Gila River Healthcare. Commemorating the 80th anniversary. Okay, I'm going to have Urban Gift introduce this next group. Next one is a thumb north up front there. Thumb north of Marine Corps veterans. All right, we got the Marine Corps veterans representing the Tohono Nation. They work to fundraise and community service. And they hope to one day have a Marine Corps ball for all Optum and to increase Marine Corps veterans. And they can't stop dancing.
What's up with that?
It's Autumn Chandler. That's what it is. Chandler.
Autumn Chandler.
Yeah.
There we go. USMC. Finally got it right. That's a real Autumn entry right there.
Lieutenant Governor, we want to give you one of our patches.
Awesome, thank you.
Did you get one? Okay.
Yeah,
Nice to see you.
My friends from TO, they're ready to turn up. Found out the Strong God USMC. Give it up one more time. Now let's give a round of applause for the Packages from Home group out of Glendale, Arizona since 2004. Packages from Home has supported over 5 million active duty military members, veterans, and military working dogs. More than just supplies, these care packages bring comfort, gratitude, and hope. It's a non-profit that ensures every hero feels valued, remembered, and cared for, no matter where they are. Packages from Home. It's the little things, folks, that make these people overseas feel respected, of course. So thanks once again for Packages from Home. Check out their website, packagesfromhome.org. Okay, folks, we have post 253. Out of North Dakota. Mandan Hadassah, North Nation. Okay, so we have a very special presentation, so please. Yeah, they're going to do their own version of the Marine Corps song, so if you haven't heard it, let's all give these guys our utmost attention for our friends representing Post 253.
the Rick Ross flag song that last night.
How amazing was that, folks? Come on. Post 253. 906-1 VFW Marines as well. Young Hawk Bear Post 253 American Legion and Auxiliary. White Shield, North Dakota. We want to thank them for joining us today, making the 80th anniversary even more special. I feel like going to North Dakota. How about you guys? When the weather's nicer. So we have some safety concerns, it looks like. So this is more or less the end of our parade, and we have some traffic backed up, so you don't have to cheer for the random cars that are coming up. So we want to thank everyone and just kind of be careful when you're crossing back and forth. So just kind of be mindful of some of the vehicles and some of the crowd. As we kind of close out today's festivities, I want to hand the mic over to Governor Stephen Roe Lewis. As we close out with the U.S. Coast Guard, the Coasties. So if you want to join the military and have a lot of proud service, you join the U.S. Coast Guard. That's right. Go ahead and look them up. Join the team. So, Governor, another proud day here for Gila River, the 80th anniversary. I mean, the meaning just kind of goes really deep for the community. What are some of your thoughts?
Let's give all the veterans and the veteran groups and everyone in the parade just a round of applause and appreciation, coming from all over the United States, not just here in Arizona, but coming, you know, from all parts and all directions. On the 80th anniversary, this is such an incredible milestone in history that we're celebrating for our veterans. Of course, Native, Indigenous veterans have always answered the call in the largest percentage of any group. But you see the cross-cutting, the men and women that have come here to celebrate here on the Gila River Indian community. You guys have always answered the call, and those of you, you have a home here. You're always welcome here. So if you were never welcomed home this weekend to the Gila River Indian community, all our veterans. This is for this weekend. This is the heart of Native, Indigenous veterans. Those past, present, those souls, those brave souls, men and women that gave the ultimate sacrifice as well, that we're honoring on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of the flag raising on Mount Suribachi, Iwo Jima. All of the names of Ira Hayes, of the countless names that have gone on. But can we give all of both the Ira Hayes Post, all the veterans who came and made this possible, all our volunteers, all our first responders who are making this such a safe event. Can we give all of them a round of applause as well? So myself, Lieutenant Governor Regina Antone, can we give her a round of applause as well? She's right here. Please join us at the festivities that are occurring across the street here. We have vendors, we have our delicious food as well. You know, we have our popover and beans, we have chili, we have still breakfast food. So please, just go there and you're gonna have food if you're still hungry for breakfast, and we're going to lunch. We have our powwow going on later on. You are all invited to stay here as well. This is such an emotional homecoming for all of our veterans, and I'm glad that all of you have come and are staying and enjoy and have fellowship among all of our veterans here in our veterans group and our families. And please, when you leave, please, we bless you with traveling mercies as you leave and go home safely to your homelands and to your homes. And I also want to draw the attention to the 22nd Piestewa Fallen Heroes Memorial, March 23rd, 2025. Gold Star families, veterans, tribal members, and the public. There will be a sunrise service for all our fallen heroes and veterans, Sunday, March 23rd. Begins at 6:30 a.m. at the Piestewa Peak, Ocotillo, Ramada. And there's limited parking, so please, we have that, and then we have an appreciation lunch later that day on Sunday, March 23rd as well at the Tony F. Souza American Legion Post 51. So please, this is an incredible memorial, incredible veterans celebration memorial. Hope to see all you there as well.
I hope you enjoyed your day.
Come to see Rolo's, you're on plow.
Thank you.
Yeah. You gonna be at the powwow?
I'll be at the powwow, yeah.
All right, I'll have that pin for you.
Okay, good, okay.